Last week I saw the photography and film exhibition by the conceptual Dutch artist Bas Jan Ader, and it really stayed with me. I particularly keep thinking back about his films. For example, the first one was about falling, and it featured the artist balancing on one leg and eventually giving in to the gravity and falling on the floor. And it just makes you think, well, what does falling mean? What is it a metaphor for? And one of the things that it could mean is failure. If failure is your interpretation, it's looking at failure from afar, and it's all about how it feels. You experience the struggle, and when Baz falls, you feel a certain sadness, but at the same time, the film keeps rolling and you're thinking, well, what now? It feels like the end of something, but is that also a beginning of something? The second video is called I'm Too Sad to Tell You, and unlike the first video, which was conceptual, this one feels much more relatable. It's Baz crying, and it feels personal. It's a close-up on his face, and you can see the tear or a couple of tears. It changes from being dramatic crying and crying that looks really painful to crying that looks a little bit more reserved, and you never quite know if Baz is doing this for the camera or if it's a moment and it's a true kind of expression of pain, if this is something very real. I really like how the film doesn't suggest why Baz might be crying, because if we knew, we'd be judging him. And of course people cry about all sorts of things, from anything serious to something that's not a problem at all. And what the film does is raise all these questions about what it means to be human. We're such vulnerable creatures, and what is it that makes us cry? And of course what I really love about the film is a certain sense of humour where it oscillates between kind of slapstick and something quite serious. At its most dramatic moments, it almost feels like a caricature of a human experience. So I really like how Bas Jan Ader makes fun of us for being so dramatic.